the topic is evolutions of what we know very well, that is narrowband PLC for IoT, smart IoT networks. So I thought to start from this. So a question that some of us might ask ourselves, since many of us work in this business for a long time, if this technology is getting old somehow, kind of useful tool that we have that might be replaced by something else. My personal answer, that is, I think the general feeling is no, not at all. We still need to keep playing, keep finding new use cases, and keep tapping into the potential of the technology. And this is especially true, obviously, with the new evolution of the hybrid PLC plus RF. First direction, I would say, to have something more IoT based on narrowband PLC. The coexistence of multiple PLC channels. This is already a well-known concept in the so-called STMicroelectronics bands, because we have historically a split between AMR bands, STMicroelectronics A band, let's say industrial for the B band, home automation for the C band. To be further expanded in the so-called FCC band up to 500 kilohertz. This is already targeted by also STMicroelectronics. Many of the people and the companies which are part of the G3 Alliance are working in this direction to evolve the PLC standard to also regulate this new band, and especially target coexistence between different applications. But this is something that the technology already allows to do today, to have different technologies, more services, more use cases. What is needed is to maybe define those use cases in a more structured way, because we know very well, and that's the reason why there is the G3 PLC Alliance, that standardizing things is the way to spin the wheel and have new things coming. Beyond the PLC only, we have the well-known hybrid. This slide is to show that this is something real, including certification of this kind of platform that we see really appealing for customers, for our customers, because this is really IoT oriented, because of the open standard solution, because it's easy to use, because the user doesn't have to bother, let's say, to be bothered by the decision if using PLC or RF link. Because it's IPv6 based, so it's a solution fitting very well and that can scale up and down, let's say, very well to any kind of IoT applications. Which applications? One idea, multi-utility. I'm sure I'm not saying anything new for any one of you. Beyond the reason of improving the KPI from the 98, 99% we were talking about to 100%, a possible next evolution could be using the energy meter as the gateway for all other kind of metering solutions. So expanding the scope of the original idea behind the G3 PLC protocol. This would obviously require specific evolution of the protocol requirements to be compatible with battery operation. And we've already seen from Cedric's presentation that this evolution is on the way. So to have also a G3 PLC solution for battery-powered devices that can really open up a lot of use cases for metering, and not only, I would say. Non-metering applications, in my opinion, in my view, can be grouped into two major boxes, let's say. One is smart infrastructures, that includes, and here I'm listing real use cases, smart street lighting, railway, power distribution control for data center, for base stations, building automation applications. And then the other box is smart energy, where we see two major trends. One is smart photovoltaic for safety control of the PV installation, so emergency shutdown. but also for optimization of the operation of the PV installation. The other trend is smart home, not much from the fancy, I would say, home automation things, more on the energy ecosystem, more to have awareness and control of the energy consumption. And we will see something more in the next slides. So talking about smart infrastructure, one typical example where hybrid would be really nicely fitting, would be moving from what we already experienced for smart street lighting, that is basic control, to integration also of sensors. So to make PLC kind of backbone of a control network, mixing up also RF-only sensors. Again, the appeal of battery-powered devices using the G3 PLC stack. For the smart home part, the big trend that I really see is having these customer awareness-oriented solutions where you have an equipment that is a kind of gateway in the house that applying, for example, something that is practically being deployed in Italy today, a dedicated PLC link between the meter and the house, but anyway, a link between smart meter data and the customer. This link, this direct real-time link can be used by the so-called customer energy manager, that is something already appearing in standards internationally, that can control loads, go beyond awareness by customers, and give full control of a household power consumption, including some demand response and advanced flexibility applications. You see, for example, a charging station. It is one of the most interesting things in this area, where we see a lot of interest in terms of remote controlling of the power budget dedicated to the charging of the electric vehicle. Last slide, summary. I think it was fast enough. You will tell me by questions if I was too fast. My point is PLC alone is already still perfectly suitable for a lot of applications, not just because it's, let's say, intrinsically matching power distribution and the energy domain, but also because it still has a lot of flexibility to adapt to several use cases. The expansion to hybrid is opening even more use cases. Where we need to invest is in standardizing possibly the use cases to make them understandable and, let's say, available to a wider market. So those use cases are possibly more likely to be successful and to be deployed in any kind of applications.